How should air ducts be cleaned? Many people, or probably the majority of people, have never had it done before. They don't know anything about it. They've never even thought of it. It's out of sight, out of mind. What? They can be cleaned. They need to be cleaned. They should be cleaned. How should they be cleaned? They're not very accessible, of course. If you try to do it with a vacuum hose, you can only get the hose down there so far. You can only reach so far. Lots of sharp and dangerous surfaces, metal edges, screws that are exposed. But it's only logical that any surface in your home, if it wasn't cleaned for years and years and years, is it going to have buildup? Is it going to have dust? Is it going to get dirty? It is a good idea to have the air ducts cleaned, and it requires special equipment that not only can produce a large airflow through the ductwork, but reaches down into the ductwork and agitates the surfaces of the inside of the ductwork to lift and brush and blast the dust and debris off of those surfaces into the airflow for collection. Typical devices that are used for that are brushes, mechanical brushes, obviously, and also air tools. Very high pressure compressed air with a tool that's put down, an air tool that's put down through the ductwork. Sometimes it's in the form of a skipper ball, which blasts air in different directions out of the end of the ball or the hose. Sometimes those tools spin. Also whips are another common air tool device that's used to where they're blasting the air at the source, at the point to blast and brush and help lift the dust and dirt off of those surfaces for collection. So high volume air collection and some sort of agitation to help with the cleaning of surfaces are the minimum requirements with air duct cleaning. Yes, it does require specialized equipment. It's a professional service, not something you can do for yourself. If somebody is renting equipment, it's going to be a very simple type of equipment, a roto brush or rotating brush on the end of a vacuum hose, which isn't the right kind of system. It's going to give not as good of results. Some of the basics about how it should be done, and yes, it's a professional service. In 2 years, a fair amount of dust, even in a fairly clean home, can settle. So that's a good rule of thumb. If it's been 2 years or more, probably could benefit from it. Using a good quality filter help lessen the buildup in the ducts. But that's an overview of how ducts are cleaned.